I'm Barry Osborn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. As a wildlife biologist and avid fisherman, I've collected a lot of information about fishing over the last half a century. And with this channel, I want to take that information and pass it on to you so you can achieve your fishing record goals. An interesting thing about my background in fishing is it's a very varied background. I fish for a lot of different species with a lot of different techniques, including freshwater fishing. We're going to talk about saltwater fishing. We'll be talking about fly fishing in both freshwater and in saltwater. I'll do a little bit of talking about bow fishing, and I'm going to introduce my plein fishing technique. Plein fishing is a pole and line fishing technique where you fish without a reel. It's a really exciting way to fish. I will use that technique in both freshwater and in saltwater. We're also going to be talking about a lot of different fishing locations. So I do fishing from standing on the bank. I do fishing with small boats or canoes. I fish offshore. I fish in bays. I also do a lot of fishing with a lot of different types of tackle and equipment. So we'll be talking about how to rig a boat. We'll be talking about different rods and reels and tackle associated with that. We'll even be looking at some specialized flies that you can use for specific situations to catch some really big fish. I'm also going to be talking about fishing with range cubes, which is one of the ways I fish for rough fish. Typically what we'll be looking at is fishing for carp and buffalo with that technique, and you can catch some really big ones. So I hope that's something that interests some of you. I'm also going to pass along information about my Osborn overkill knot. The Osborn overkill knot is a knot that I created. It tests over the line strength about 50% of the time, and really is the best knot that I found if you're trying to set records. I've set state records and world records using the knot, and I'll give you the information so you can tie it and use it yourself. Now, as far as records go, that's really my specialty. So we're going to be talking a lot about records. We'll be talking about water body records. We're going to be talking about multi-species awards. We'll be talking about state records and world records. So there's going to be a lot of information there that you'll be able to utilize. I would like to tell you that I'm going to get all this information on there really quickly, but the reality is I'm going to be out myself fishing to set more records. I do have a book, The Art of Fishing for Records, you can get now that will give you a jump start on some of the information about fishing for records and other information about techniques. So hopefully the information that's on this website will help you catch more and bigger fish. And who knows, maybe someday it'll be your name in the fishing record books. See you on the water.